About 10 years ago, I looked in the mirror and I realized that my back and waist were one, and I had the proverbial wide hips. And so I wanted to, change the shape of my body, and the only way to really do that was to start to work out more. And so I got a trainer, and my trainer said to me, you know what, Kath, we can work out all you want, but if you don't change your diet, you're never going to get the results that you want. So over time, my goal was to really get a back and a waist. I think through working out for the last 10 years, that's exactly what I've achieved, and I'm really happy with the results. One of the biggest benefits for working out for me is not only that it shaped my body, but I have a high-intensity job. And so I've got to keep my energy level up for all the people that I work with and that work for me and with me. And now I've taken on a bigger role that's going to be global, so I'm going to have a really high energy level. And working out does that for me, right? It feeds my mind, body, and soul. I actually don't count calories as much as some people might. I really try and count sugars and carbs. And some of that truly is not just for the health benefits, but for my mood swings. So I was finding that the more sugar I ate, the higher I would get, the lower I would crash, and I would actually get crabby. And so I've really reduced the number of sugars that I've taken. So mine is like 15 grams of sugar a day. But I find that I don't have to eat less, I just eat differently. I didn't realize the amount of sugars that are in tomatoes and things that I would put as the sauces that I thought were healthy. I truly believe my first trainer when he said 80% of the way you look is what you eat. And I know for me that if I'm not watching my diet, it doesn't matter how much I train, 1 hour, 2 hours. I do 2-a-days on occasion, which is maybe crazy. But I do that, but it doesn't matter how much I work. If I have a poor diet, I can tell it right away, just in the way my clothes fit, in the way my stomach feels, everything.
I think it's all about variation. You don't need to go heavy the entire time. You can switch it up between heavy weights and then a lot of reps, so your body gets confused. It's all about confusion, because that's when muscle grows. Kath likes heavy weights because she likes the muscle development, as we can see on her.
Yeah, so for me, really putting heavier weights in to build muscle mass, which is going to be so important as we age. And if you knew my age, hopefully you'd be surprised. But because I do think that having the muscle mass will help me stay active and healthy.
She also does a lot of cardio, So with cardio, she also burns that fat, so she can't get too bulky with it. So that's why she looks the way she does.